Hello everyone. I'll discuss about offer, or you can also call it proposal as such. It is one of the essential elements of a valid contract lined up under Section 10 of Indian Contract Act. As per Section 2, subclause A, when one person signifies to another his willingness to do or abstains from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other person, either to such act or abstinence, he is said to make a proposal or offer. So over here in this particular definition, willingness means is he interested or is he not interested? So that's why the word over here quoted is willingness to do or to abstain from doing anything. करना चाहता है या फिर नहीं करना चाहता है means either he has a positive response or a negative response. So the definition is talking about positive as well as negative aspect. To form an agreement, there must be at least two elements. One offer and the other is acceptance. This offer is the foundation of any agreement. So without offer, there is no agreement. So offer is basically a soul of an agreement. When one person signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other to such act or abstinence is said to make a offer. The person who makes an offer is called the offeror. If you are quoting it as proposal, then promiser. And the person to whom the offer is made is called the offeree or a promisee. For example, Mr. A says to Mr. B, will you purchase my car for rupees 1 lakh? In this particular case, Mr. A is making an offer to Mr. B. Here, A is the offerer and B is the offeree. Nextly, what are the essential elements of a offer? So first and foremost element is there must be two parties, offerer and the offeree. The offer must be communicated to the offeree, means the offer must be communicated, should reach the offeree. The offer must show the willingness of the offerer. We are telling the plan, means A went to B and he's telling B like, yes, I want to start a law firm and I am searching for some sponsors. So this is like telling a plan. This is not making an offer. So take an example for offer. A went to B and tells B, I want to start a startup and I need sponsors for the same. Will you be one of them? So this is an offer. The offer must be made with a view to obtaining the assent of the offeree. So the basic intention of the offer is to take the consent of the other party. A statement made jokingly does not amount to making an offer. An offer may involve a positive act or absistence by the offeree. Mere expression of willingness does not constitute an offer. Means a person is trying to show its willingness. He's trying to show some gesture, yes, he's interested. That doesn't mean that he is saying or agreeing to that particular offer. Take another example. A tells B that he desires to marry by the end of 2008. If does not constitute an offer of marriage by A to B. A further adds, will you marry me? Then it will constitute an offer. Mere telling a plan doesn't mean it constitutes an offer. Next, what are the legal rules regarding the offer? The first one, offer must be communicated to the offeree. The offer is completed. When the offer is completed, only when it has been communicated to the offeree. Until the offer is communicated, it can't be said to be accepted. Thus, an offer accepted without its knowledge does not confer any legal rights on the acceptor. So the knowledge is again a very essential element over here, which is correlated attached to the rule number 1. Rule number 2, the offer must be certain, definite, and not vague and unambiguous. So why there is a need to be offer to be definite? Like A is making an offer. I want to sell a red Activa and A is having 100 Activas. So which red Activa A is interested in selling? So this is a vague offer. This is not a definite offer. He have to be definite regarding which red Activa he wants to sell, what will be the engine number, what will be the chassis number, what will be the model number, and each and every specific detail with regard to the good. Next is the third rule. The offer must be capable of creating legal relation. The offer must be capable of creating a particular legal relation between the offerer and the offeree. Mere social invitation does not create any sort of legal relation. Offer may be expressed or implied. It may be in words or it may be written or by actions. Communication of offer should be complete. Incomplete communication does not amount to making an offer. Next is counter offer. A counter offer amounts to rejection of the original offer, means the other party is making another offer on the original offer. So that will amount to the rejection of the first offer. Offer must be distinguished from invitation to offer. Like tender. Tender is again an invitation to offer. Take an easy example. In a newspaper, there is always an ad for vacancies and all. So this is what is an invitation to offer. This is not an offer. Next we have is kinds of offer. Express, implied, specific offer, general offer, cross offer, counter offer, standing, open, or continuous offer. So we look at them one by one. First category is express offer. Express offer is when the offer expressly communicates the offer and the offer is said to be an express offer. Express communication of the offer may be by spoken words or by written. So spoken words or written words, both are included under the category of express offer. Like A wants to sell his watch to B for rupees 2000. So A went out, go to B's house and tell him, I want to sell this particular watch of mine for rupees 2000. So this is the express offer. Next is implied offer. When the offer is not communicated expressly, an offer may be implied from the conduct of the parties or circumstances of the case. Means he's just making a gesture. Yes, I want to sell this particular car of mine. He's not specifying anything which car, and he's having 3 cars. So this is an implied offer. You need to just make it out from his gesture which car he intends to sell. Next is specific offer. It means an offer made to a particular person. So this is particular offer is for a particular individual or a group of individuals. Next category is general offer. This particular general offer is made to the public at large in general. General offer can be accepted by anyone. If offeree fulfill the terms and condition which is given in offer, then offer is deemed to have been accepted. Communication of acceptance is not necessary in case of general offer. Next we have is cross offer. When two parties exchange identical offers in ignorance at the time of each other's offer, the offer are called cross. Take an example. Like A wants to sell his pen for rupees 1000 and B in return replies him, I want to buy your pen for rupees 900. This is what? This is a cross offer. Next we have is counter offer. When the offeree give qualified acceptance of the offer subject to modification and variance in terms of the original offer. Counter offer amounts to rejection of the original offer. Take another example for counter offer. He wants to sell his car for rupees 4 lakhs. B agrees to buy that particular car for rupees 4 lakh, but he will buy it in 12 installments. So now this is what this variance in terms of that contract. So what are the legal effects of counter offer? Counter offer first of all leads to rejection of the original offer. Second, the original offer is also deemed to have been lapsed. A counter offer result in a new offer. Last one we have is standing offer, or you can also call it continuous offer. An offer is allowed to remain open for acceptance over a period of time is known as standing, open or continuous offer. Tender for supply of goods is a kind of standing offer. Next we have is lapse of an offer. How an offer is deemed to have been lapsed. How we identify that yes, this offer has been lapsed. So an offer should be accepted before it lapses, means according to the time limit. An offer may come to an end in any of the following ways, and these ways have been stated under Section 6 of Indian Contract Act. So let's look at them one by one. First one, by communication of notice of revocation, means either party to the contract communicates regarding the revocation of that particular offer. Next is by lapse of time. Suppose in that particular offer it was specifically written that you need to accept this offer within 4 days and 4 days have expired. So with the lapse of time it will lead to lapse of an offer. Third, by failure to accept condition precedent, means some particular condition in beginning has been attached. If you will marry my daughter, then only I'll provide you the partnership in my firm. So this, if you will marry my daughter, this is the condition precedent. If you're not fulfilling that particular condition precedent, the offer will be deemed to have been lapsed for you. By the death or insanity of the offerer, if the offerer dies or if he becomes insane, then it will also lead to lapse of that particular offer. By counter offer also the original offer comes to an end by not accepting the offer according to the prescribed usual mode. Now what do you mean by prescribed usual mode? Means in that particular offer there have been some prescribed mode have been given. Yes, if you are interested, you want to accept this particular offer, you need to provide your acceptance by letter, by post. Means this is particularly specifically mentioned that you need to provide it by post by writing me a particular letter on this particular address of mine, and you're not providing it by post. You're just calling the other person and you're informing him. So this will also lead to lapse of that particular offer. The reason we haven't followed the prescribed usual mode which was written that particular offer. By rejection of offer by the offeree. If the offeree rejects the same, then also it will lead to lapse of an offer. If there are some changes in law, then also it will lead to the lapse of that particular offer. For example, gold trading has been banned by the government. Then, if gold trading has been banned by the government, this is a change in the particular law of the land. Lex has been changed. So then, if there was any previous gold trading offer, then it will come to an end. It will be deemed to have been lapsed. So that's all for this particular session regarding the offer.